hardly had broken in. Everything was taken out. The floor was covered. All that was a mess.
It's as dark today as my Pornhub history search. My video, she explained
This is my name. Yes, that's right.
this is the 1989 Krang.
No!
Alright, before we get this thrifting thing underway. Scared the shit out of myself. Before we get this thrifting thing out of the way, I have something to pick up that is going to contribute to the collection. Look at that, Johnson. Remember Johnson? $2 in an Aussie. Someone's nan was pretty special when they needed that. Anyway, there's a pickup to go to first because it's something that is just epic. It is epic. And I'm gonna do a thrift. So, jump in the car, come along, and we'll see what we can find.
2,000 years later.
All right, here he is. Have a go of this one, legends. This is the 1989 Krang from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Look, you got them all on the back there, if you can see that. This is an absolute beautiful pickup for $50. So I paid $50 for him, but I'm pretty confident it can go for $120 to $200. I might put it out in the stall to begin with and see how he goes. But yeah, that's an absolute beautiful piece, and I thought I'd better show that. That sky wasn't looking too healthy this morning, but the first stop at the thrift was these Kiss action figures from 1998. Take 4 coins out of the piggy bank. So they're on the shelf here. What we've got, Kiss had a line of toys there in 98, the Galactic or something. $4 bag, like it's pretty crazy that got donated. So you got Ace Frehley here and Peter Criss. So no Paul Stanley or Gene Simmons, sadly, but I don't know what the line term is meant to be, but yeah, they're gonna stay. I'm not getting rid of them. They are absolutely fantastic. These Sereno Italian-made dolls generally do well. I knew they do well, but I didn't know they'd go that quick. I might have gone a bit under. Let me know in the comments. This Liverpool jersey here, another one, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's authentic. That tag looks good to me and it looks older. I have to do my research on this one yet. And then over here we've found a little bag. There's a Bratz doll in there and a couple of old Barbies. So I'm going to grab that. And a little decanter here from Vinnie's. This shouldn't go too badly, probably $60. Same as these jeans, the orange tab Levi's. I love picking that stuff up. So this orange tab Levi's doesn't have Levi's on the actual tab, and I often get asked this question. It's on the red ones as well. Is it a fake because it doesn't say Levi's on that tab? That doesn't necessarily mean it's a fake. Just to be very quick with that, Levi's did plain label ones as well, so they could copyright the tab on the back. So the red tab, the orange tab. So that is all that is. That doesn't mean it's fake. Yes, there can be fakes with it on there still, but it doesn't mean it's fake if it doesn't have the actual brand on there. As I'm doing the edit, I realise my team got pumped by these maggots on the weekend, so I'm not even going to talk about this one. I got very lucky a little while ago with Loudmouth. On Depop, I used to buy bundles off people. I used to go through their stuff and see what offers I could send and what discounts I could get. And anyway, I still do it a little bit. I did a big bundle buy off a lady on there probably 12 months ago, and she had some of these Loudmouth pants. There was 3 pairs that I bought for $10 each and sold for $100 each, which made me aware of the brand. I've never actually found Loudmouth in the thrift until today, but this is one to definitely keep your eye on because they can go for high dollars, like $80, $100. And these bastards sold within a couple of days.
Cha-ching, motherfucker.
And a nice little rare Bomber's Pride Guernsey here, and a very fast seller.
Cha-ching, motherfucker.
Oh, I love stuff that's still in the box, and for a few bucks, I'm definitely going to grab this Talkin' Angela. I should turn her into about 30. Couple of guitars here. Now, this one on the right, I'm not going to grab it based on the model. It's a real cheapie. This one on the left is a cheapie as well. It's kind of like an Aldi one. It's called Livingstone. That's the model there. But for $20, it's a good beginner's guitar, and I generally get 80 to 120 for these on Facebook Marketplace. Over to Vinny's now, and look what I found on the shelf. I made a friend. I got the Rigadoon doll, $10. Who had one of these growing up? The back of their head looks like a hairy fanny. So, absolutely stoked to get the Rigadoon. This is the first time I've actually picked one of these up. And a massive shout out to our good friend Erin Gray that follows this channel. Another shout out to her. She sent us some cards over the holidays too, and some Pokemon and footy cards for Eli and myself, and we loved going through that. But Erin collects these, and she's pretty niched on it. When she's seen my video, she explained
Denise
that.
is my name. Yes, that's right. I am a 90s Rigadoon, and I'm Denise.
Its name's Denise.
What's going on?
And because Denise has a little marking on her hand, it means she's come from the 90s, and some of the 80s ones don't have that, the original ones. So the prices vary. I don't know a whole lot about these, but I appreciate the knowledge. Erin, that's fantastic, and well, I think maybe we can get probably $100 out of Denise. Yeah, no, we're selling you, Denise, so enough out of you. But if you do see these Rigadoon dolls, they're definitely worth picking up, and you can make a bit of money off them. I still remember my brother had a little redhead fella. I still remember that kicking about at home. So, unfortunately, that's another one that probably ended up in an op shop somewhere.
Did you have a shave?
We're selling you, you pest. Jesus Christ. Who's down there anyway?
You slipped again, didn't you, dickhead?
Yes, I did have a bit of a... I got a Slipknot concert to go to, and I wanted to just, have a tidy up. Who's down there?
Nobody. I'm a real person. I'm a real boy.
For fuck's sake.
What's going on,
Al!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, it was me.
No,
Couldn't you tell?
I asked you not to do
What's going on, hey?
You just got to stay away from my channel. Go and annoy Chris Furlong or Brad and Jazz or something.
No, they're alright, they're good people. You're not.
To join the Rigadoon gang.
Come on and join the Rigadoon gang.
What's the secret password, Joe?
Rig-a-dig-a-doo. Come on and join the Rigadoon gang.
Back into the thrift now. I've got a couple of pairs of shoes already, plus the Nike Air Max and the Adidas here. They're only $10 a piece, but then these were $25. I can't explain that. And so were the Pumas. Those bad boys are $25, which generally everything's pretty well priced here, but for $10, I'll take those. I'm going to assume 30 to 40, but I haven't actually comped these out. Looking at this, I'm going to take a punt and say that's Digimon. I think that's Digimon. I don't want to open it up, but I'm going to buy it because that stuff sells okay. That was the Digimon. I have done well on this before. It's 2,000. The unbeatable team. I've had this one a couple of times. So, not complaining with that. More ducking and weaving of dodgy dolls and sifting through op shops to find some bangers. I think I might have found a little banger here. It's a Snickers bag. When I first seen it, I thought, hello, look what we got here. Some colour in that. And it is from 98 from the World Cup. So I think I'm going to pick it up because it's only $3.50. So I'm pretty chuffed with that bag find. It's in decent condition. There's a bit of peeling going on there. I've had a quick brief look on eBay to see what they were going for. There's a bum bag listed for 50. There's a bum bag sold for 50. And there's a bag like this, but a lot different. It's white and, well, heaps different. Sold for about 50. So that's all I've got to run off until I actually look through it properly. But look, we're going to hope for $50 on that. But I reckon with a bit of international postage, and I might just put the price up a little bit. I think that's at least minimum $3 into 50. So very happy with that. Now we are on to the big church. I love this church, so let's hopefully get some goodies in there. Yeah, good, thanks.
You come for a look?
Yeah, come for a look.
We were just checking everything, so we just opened to make sure everything's all right.
Okay, yeah.
Because one day we were robbed.
Oh, really?
We came
Recently?
In, yep, no.
Oh,
we
right.
came in, somebody had broken in, everything in our sorting room, we got things in cupboards, everything was taken out. The floor was covered, all that was a mess.
Yeah.
The kitchen was a mess. They were looking for money.
Yeah,
And then we've only got fashion jewellery there.
Yeah.
See all those containers there? They were emptied.
Yeah.
They must have emptied them into bags or something.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're, you know.
Scumbags.
Terrible, isn't it?
That's
It's
shocking.
from an op shop that helps people. It's
Yeah.
all voluntary work.
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
Everyone does it voluntary. The church, the people that go to the church do the garden and,
Yeah.
and you know, and then they steal from charity.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, it's terrible.
Good morning.
Hey, how are you, young fella?
Yeah, he's up and about this morning, eh?
Yeah, can I come for a look?
Hey,
If he's young.
early bird catch the worm.
That's right. $7.
$7?
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll give you 50 and how about you keep it? And that'll make up for those buggers that... Yeah.
No.
Bit of a donation. Yeah, of course. Cover the buggers that stole your jewellery and...
Of
course, yeah.
We can't take all that.
Of course you can. All yours, thank you very much.
What's your name?
Brad.
Brad. Right, I'll have to remember that. Yeah.
No, all good. Thanks very much for that.
Right.
See you later. Now, I know what you're thinking, Coco. Oh, he wants a pat on the back. No, I don't want a pat on the back. I'm not doing this to get a pat on the back in the comments. The reason I gave him this money is because it is a small community op shop and they always look after me. I go there every week. Most of their items are $1 or $2 and I make money on them. So many people these days complain about the Salvos and Vinnies and how high their prices are getting. And I'm going to touch on that a bit more in another video because that's not something that's really bothering me too much. But I think it's very important to look after the ones that are looking after us. And they're a traditional op shop. The old churches, some of the community op shops, they price stuff absolutely fantastic. We make heaps of cash. So in saying that, I think it's important to help these guys because they've just been robbed. They've lost a lot of stuff. They're all volunteers and the joint was trashed and it's a waste of time for them cleaning that up. And then at the end of it, they're kind of like sitting there thinking, well, is it going to happen again? She's coming in there paranoid that she's got to check it again. And there's nothing really nice coming out of that. So for me, $50 isn't a lot of money. Simple as that. But to them, it's a whole heap because it's going back into their, you know, their community. And as you can see in her face, she didn't want to take it. And they were absolutely wrapped with that. So this is just something where I wanted to show myself giving back, giving to these guys. And it helps further the relationship with them as well. In the future, I can go there, joke around with them. Potentially, it gets me better stuff. So, I mean, I'm not just doing this because it's going to help my business. But I think it's very important to look after these guys because, you know, they get burgled a couple more times. They're eventually going to get sick of that, especially when they're volunteers and they could end up packing up shops. So I think it's very important to look after these guys. $50 isn't a lot of money. The things that I bought from that shop, well, there's a pair of shorts. They've sold already. A pair of super dry jeans that I'll probably get $30 out of. I'm going to make money off there still as well as giving them that. So, and they're only going to charge me $7 for 5 items. So it's a pretty good op shop. It looks like it's about to absolutely shit down on us. So hopefully I don't get wet. Unless I get wet from a banger thrift find. Because I'm at the thrift shop right now. And I am absolutely tonguing for a bargain. But, oh man, look at that. Wowee, she's coming. G'day, how are you? Yeah, good, thanks. Oh, beautiful, cool, thank you. So, plucking through this op shop, all I could find was crickets. Everywhere I looked, there was just crickets. That's going to give some poor kid a heart attack, this one. But I did end up finding something that was worth grabbing, and it was these Merrell shoes. If you haven't heard of that brand, it's definitely one to pick up. These are a bit unique. They're a little bit filthy, but they'll clean up okay. I don't love cleaning shoes, Coco, but I'm going to give these ones a go. Oh, she's black over there. I'm just going to get smashed with this, I think. Probably going to get a wet ass. But anyway, a couple more things in there. There is crickets everywhere. What's with the crickets? Jesus Christ. It's like the last week there's just been crickets coming out of nowhere. My house is full of them. Every op shop, they're sweeping crickets out. Crazy. You got crickets in your area? Let me know. Anyway, on to the next one. Fuck. Pulling into the last thrift of the day, and we've got some goodies here. The Fisher Price cash register for $2. These things can go for good money, especially if they've got all the coins. This one actually had a real $1 coin in it, so I only paid $1. And then I found this, the Little Rascals Fly My Kite promo piece. Now, this was based on the short from 1931, this one here, but the 90s version has to be the best version of the Little Rascals, doesn't it? Of course it bloody well does. I've never seen the one from the 30s. I didn't even know it come from the 30s until I researched this.
Or I'll pop you in the chin. Hey, gang! What's the matter, Jim? Oh, he thinks that jug's a bang.
I'm absolutely stoked with that Little Rascals piece. It is absolutely pissing down. It is black as black. So it's time for this Little Rascal to go home because I don't want to get struck by lightning. So it's been a pretty good day today. Fair bit of stuff. Shoe heavy. Maybe I'm a shoe seller now. Go back to a video I did like last year. When's the best time to actually thrift? This is perfect. Most people wouldn't want to be out in this. Resellers. There's probably hardly any around, but the staff are still there putting stuff on the racks. Timing's everything. You're probably going to time it pretty well. But for me, sadly, I've got to go home and do some work. I've got to list some stuff. So I did a thrift yesterday, so keep in mind, this video is actually over 2 days. This isn't one day of thrifting, so yesterday I did half of the town. Today I did the other half, so it's a double day in there. It's as dark today as my Pornhub history search. It is absolutely shocking. Oh no, I'm expecting this stuff that I just bought today because I thought I'll list it up straight away because I have a heap of shorts and that to go through and some jeans and that. So I'm doing the clothes and always check the pockets. Now, last year out of a wholesale lot, I pulled $200 out of a jeans pocket. No word of a lie, that was great. Quite often I pull out hankies or tissues. The new hanky tissue thing is COVID masks. That's starting to become a thing now. This is a first. Ew! So I was inspecting pockets, making sure I could just list it straight up, and there's a dirty dinger wrapper in a bloody pocket. And I've only checked one pocket. I'm worried the full dinger will be in the other one. Always check the pockets, folks. You never know your luck. Would not have thought a couple of hours ago it was piss and rain and one of the greatest storms of the century was there. But anyway, I am done for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. There was quite a lot of random stuff in there. I wanted to keep it short, sharp pieces and show what was in there. It wasn't the full adventure. It was just showing some cool items. And this was over the space of 2 days. So this wasn't one whole thrift. So, yeah, it's probably why there was some little bit extra decent stuff, but I thought I didn't film a lot while I was out thrifting, so I thought if I merge the two together, keep it short and fast paced, and you just get to see the sort of highlights. What do you reckon? Is that good? Do you like it like that? I've got a couple of upcoming videos where I'm going with other people, so you will see the adventure side of things, but this was just a different style today. So as always, I appreciate you being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Choco! I'm going to get a VB up me. I'm cooked.